So I bought a lot of makeup last year at Sephora. Some products I love and some products I really did not like. Now that it's 1 year later, I thought it'd be fun to start this series where I go through my Sephora orders and let you know if I'm still using these products 1 year later. Okay, so the first product that I want to talk to you about is this bronzer right here from Charlotte Tilbury. This is their Beautiful Skin Sun Kiss Glow Bronzer. So I got introduced to this bronzer by a celebrity makeup artist. His name is Morale, and he usually does these like Q&A lives where people ask him about his favorite products. He mentioned this, talked about how amazing it was, and I had to go check it out. So I went to Sephora and I swatched it, and as soon as I swatched it, I knew this is exactly what I was looking for. Let me show you why I love this bronzer. The first thing I love about this bronzer is the tone. It is a nice cool tone brown shade. It doesn't have a lot of red to it, and it also isn't too deep that it looks like a contour. So that is what it looks like. It's just a little bit darker for my complexion, very subtle. It's very natural, which is what I actually was looking for. I didn't want something that, gave me a dramatic look to my makeup. I have other bronzers that I can use to deepen my bronzer if I want that contour look, but I wanted something that, just it's very natural, something I can wear every day. And I also love that it is not super glowy. There's some bronzers out here that is very glowy. I have oily skin. I do like a little glow to my makeup. I don't need it to be like just glowing everywhere. I want my glow to be in certain areas of my face. And this right here was just perfect. It blends beautifully into the skin. It's just that nice little color that I needed, and it's not too red. I do have two bronzers here that I want to show you. I want to compare the difference. This one is Laguna bronzer, and the Laguna number 4 cream bronzer from NARS. So this one is also like a matte finish, the same type of finish, which is great for oily skin and any skin really. They blend really nicely. So that you can see has more of that reddish undertone to it. And then this Beauty Blender one that I recently discovered. Didn't even know this was a thing. So beautiful. Beauty Blender. That is what it looks like. It has like a bronzer here and then a highlighter at the top, which is so cool. But yeah, let me show you the color of this one. You guys can see how much deeper this one is. So that, of course, I can get away with it being a bronzer, but it can also look like a contour on me, which, if that's what I want, then sure. But some days I just want something natural. I just want a subtle hint of color, and I find that the Charlotte Tilbury definitely gives me that look. So very happy with it. Not happy about the price. It's like $80. But I was like, you know what? Whatever. It's nice. I need it. So I paid for it. And that was it. It's good. It's very, very nice. So I like it. That is staying in my collection, and it's definitely something that I would recommend for you guys. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about one of the first products that I returned, and it is also a bronzer. I actually bought this bronzer first before I bought the Charlotte Tilbury one. It is the Makeup Mario Soft Sculpt Cream Bronzer and Cream Contour and Bronzer Stick. So I purchased this because I was looking for that perfect shade, the one that the Charlotte Tilbury gave me. There was nothing wrong with this bronzer. It actually blended really beautifully on the skin, but I was reading some reviews and people were talking about how bad the packaging was and how you don't get a lot of product. So I had to return it because I don't want to mess with a product that the packaging is bad and I can't use the product, or it doesn't have a lot of product in there and the packaging looks huge. So I just returned it, got my money back. I was not trying to waste $50. So that was it. But when I discovered the Charlotte Tilbury one, I didn't feel bad about returning it. So that went back again, not because the formula wasn't good. It was just because the packaging, the review for the packaging was not it. So I returned it. Okay, so the next product that I want to talk about is a face palette from One Size. This is their cheek clapper in the shade Rich Bitch. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. It has a cream color right here, a powder, which you can see I use a lot, and then a powder highlighter at the very top. So when I got this palette, I was looking for a terracotta blush that I can wear every single day. I find terracotta looks really beautiful. It's not doing too much. It just adds a hint of color to the face, unlike something that's super pink or super red or, purple. This was like a nice everyday color that just adds, a little something. And when I got this, I was very, very excited about it. I already own the bronzers, the trio bronzers from the same company. Love that one, but I never had any blushes from them, so this was perfect. The only thing I can say is that the cream right here, I can't wear it by itself because I don't think it really shows up a lot on my skin, but when I layer it with the powder here, it looks really, really beautiful. And then the powder highlight here, I will say it's very intense. It's not like a natural color. It has a lot of red and copper in there. But when I wear it with another highlighter, if I layer something that's more bronzy on top or something more golden, it looks really, really nice. But on its own, I can't just wear it on the cheeks because I think it's very dramatic. But on the eyes, it looks really nice. In the inner corner right here, it's really cute. So yeah, that is the One Size Cheek Clapper in Rich Bitch. It's a nice color if you're looking for that type of terracotta shade, if you want like a face palette. Okay, so now let's talk about another product that I returned, and it is this Fashion Fair Dual Blush in Rich Plum. I was excited about this. This was around when Fashion Fair just came back, and I never owned anything from Fashion Fair back in the day, so I thought the blush would be nice. I believe I got that blush before I got the other blushes that I spoke about today. So I was looking for that terracotta type of shade, and it was there, so I was like, this is it. It has a cream and it has a powder. When I got home, the powder just was not as pigmented as I would want it to be. And then the cream was like all weird. It felt like an old, someone said it in the reviews, exactly what I thought of it. It felt like an old dried up lipstick going on the cheek. It did not blend well. It didn't look cute. I just took it right back, got my money back. Then that's when I decided to get the One Size, got that, loved it, kept it, and then later on I got the artist blush for like a different vibe, like a pinky color. But yeah, so I didn't like it, I returned it, and that was it. Okay, so the next product that I want to talk to you guys about is a highlighter from HAUS Labs. This is their Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter, and the color that I have is in Chocolate Opal. This is one of my favorite everyday highlighters. It is so beautiful, just blends like butter. So I got introduced to this highlighter here by a beauty YouTuber. Her name is Beauty by Chi Chi. She's very similar to my complexion. She has the same kind of style as me, and a lot of her recommendations are spot on, but sometimes they're not. Like there's a product in here I'm going to talk about that she recommended that it just didn't, I just did not like it, so I had to return it. I'll probably talk about it after this, but for the most part, a lot of her recommendations are really, really nice because we have the same kind of style. I love the way her makeup looks, and also she's similar to my complexion. But this right here, she talked about how it just looked so good with a bronzer, and it's just like the perfect kind of combination together. And when I tried it, I understood exactly what she meant. This right here with the terracotta type of blush, the bronzers that have a bit of red undertone to it, this just goes so, so beautifully with it. It is very, very natural, very, very nice. I do want to compare it to the One Size here that I spoke about earlier and show you the difference in color. So like I said, the One Size is nice too, but it does have like a reddish coppery undertone that makes it not look as natural on the skin. So you guys can see that right there, the difference between them. It's nice too. You can layer this with other highlighters and it looks really beautiful. Like that is what I have on this side. I layered it with another highlighter that I'm going to talk about and it works. But on its own, in real life, you can really see the red in there and it just looks, just not as natural. But on the eyes, like I said, it looks good. But on the cheeks, just personal preference, it wasn't for me for kind of like an everyday. But the House Labs one, it looks really, really nice. It looks gorgeous with that burnt red type of shade. So that is nice. I'm keeping it. I recommend it. And the formula is perfect. Okay, so the next product that I returned is actually the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I know a lot of people love this foundation, and at one point I did too. I got it for free from L'Oreal. I guess I made it to their PR list at one point, and they sent it to me for free, and I was super excited about it because I heard so many good things about it. I tried it on. The color was, it was a little bit lighter for me, but I made it work, like it's Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I was like, I'm gonna make it work. I made it work. It looked good. I loved it. And then I had other foundations that I loved too, but it was nice. And then when it ran out, after some time, I thought about repurchasing it. So I went back, I got it. And then when I tried it on, I tried it a few times. It wasn't nice. I just wasn't excited about it. I don't know what it was, but it just didn't look as good as my other foundations. So I had to return it. It was $93, and I was not gonna keep a foundation that cost that much that I was not happy about. So I returned it, got my money back, and yeah, so that was it. Okay, so the next product that I want to talk to you about that I purchased is from Makeup Forever. This is their Artist Blush, and the color is in Limitless Berry. So that is what it looks like. You guys can see that. So yeah, it's a cute color. It's not like a deep berry shade. It's like a nice soft pink, just blends really nicely into the skin. That is what it looks like. That's a swatch of it. I do enjoy this formula. I might pick up other colors. I'll have to see what else they have, but it's cute. It's a nice everyday blush. I just wanted to show you if you guys wondered about this blush and wanted to know my thoughts on it. It's nice. So that's from Makeup Forever, and that is their Limitless Berry Blush. Okay, so let's move on to the next product, which is this highlighter from Sephora. This is from their collection, and it's their luminizer. It's a colorful luminizer in the color Blinding Bronze. So I purchased this actually right when it came out, but it wasn't out yet in Canada. I was in Vegas at that point, and I saw Sephora because I'm the kind of girl that whenever I'm in a new country, new city, and there's a Sephora around, I want to check what's there because sometimes they don't, they have products that we don't have. And yeah, so I want to see what's there. So this was out, and this was a color that I was really excited about. So I got it, and I was really pleasantly happy about it. The formula is beautiful, blends really, really nice. So this one is the bronze shade. They have a few other shades. Let me see if if you guys can notice that it's right at the top, right there. But yeah, so there it is, and it is really cute. It's a nice bronzy shade. It does pull more golden, I find. So yeah, I got it. I like it. I keep it in my kit. I did end up going back for different shades later, which I'll probably talk about when the time comes. But yeah, I have nothing bad to say about it. I would repurchase it. I would recommend it. Okay, so the next product that I want to talk about that I ended up returning is from Beauty by Chi Chi. It is the Refi Highlighter Gloss. Let me see. Let me if I can find the proper name for you guys. Refi Gloss Highlighter. So this product right here, I had to return right away. So she raved about it, how it's just like the most beautiful highlighter. And I was like, oh yeah, she's never failed me. So let me go and try this highlighter. And when I put it on, I was like, this is basically Vaseline. This is basically a clear lip gloss. Why would I pay $35 for this? It just didn't make sense to me. I know like it has good reviews, but like I just couldn't justify paying $35 for it, so I had to return it. It wasn't like the most horrible thing. I get it, like for like editorial makeup it would be really cool, but like for every day, it just, I don't know, I just wasn't excited about it. I just found that like my vitamin E oil, my Vaseline, those could do the exact same thing. So I returned it, and that's it. Okay, so I think that is it for the returns. I do want to talk about one last product that I really love, and it is the single eyeshadow from Give Beauty. So this is Gwen Stefani's makeup line, and no one told me about this. I was in Sephora just, browsing, and I swatched this and I was immediately just excited. I love a glitter. I have a lot of glitter eyeshadows, but this right here is something else. It is so beautiful. It's actually what I have on my eyes right now, so you guys can see, just glittery and just amazing. It's the perfect one and done eyeshadow that you can just throw on without doing too much, and it's just perfection. It's so nice. I love it so much that I went back and got another shade. I think they have 3 shades. One is the gold one, which is this one right here, which is Glimmer. It has a bit of green in there, gold. Yeah, it's perfect. It's like a warm tone. But then the second one that I got is Twinkle. So this is Twinkle. Kind of see if I can bring them side by side. I don't know if it's super noticeable here, but Twinkle is more cool tone. It's more taupey. It is gorgeous as well. And of course, you can tone it down so it's not so opaque, or you can just kind of sheer it out. So it's just like a little bit of glitter on the eyes, and it's just, a little bit more simple, just less intense. I love these eyeshadows. Do not sleep on them. I don't see why a lot of people don't talk about them, but they're so nice. They're beautiful. They're perfect for, simple daytime looks, or if you want to go out and you really want to pump up your makeup and really let it just shine. This is it. Like, I use it on brides and it looks so, so good. I do not regret this purchase. This right here, they're called, sorry I didn't even let you know, they're called the Icy and Sparkle Multi-Dimensional Eye Pigments. They're very, very nice. I would totally repurchase them. And one thing I noticed about the cool tone one, it does have a little bit of green in there too. So they both have green flexes in there, but they're very, very nice. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that I purchased last year in January from Sephora. This was really fun to do. I'm really excited to continue the series and see what else I purchased and see if I'm still using them today. I didn't buy a lot in February just because I realized I did a little too much in January, but I will let you know what I purchased in February, and then we'll continue the series. I will see you guys soon in another one. Bye.